What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Friday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Conium. Just at the top, I want to apologize. This video might be a little bit quicker than usual. Only 2 bets today. We've got a little sick one upstairs at home, and I'm on daddy duty today, so I've got to get through this as quick as I can. Great day yesterday. Unbelievable day yesterday. We went 2-1 officially, but went 5-2 if you also follow me on Twitter. Up 3 full units if you followed all of those picks. Excuse me, officially here. 2-1 day, up a unit. Michigan State, Kansas State. What a game that was. And that flew over 137.5 with 7.5 minutes to go left in the game. So we were just able to watch the end of that. Finished 98-93 Kansas State. Great game. We also had them on the money line. And then UConn, we had them minus 3.5. They won by 23 points. It was never even close. So nailed our 2 NCAA bets along with the money line. Cleveland Cavaliers, they won by 2. We had them by 3.5, so they missed the spread by a bucket there. I also had Oklahoma City. They didn't cover, but we had the Red Wings and the Blues. They went over with a late goal. We had the Toronto Maple Leafs on the money line, so it was a great day. I have no complaints. UCLA did lose, which is a bummer because I had a plus 1,400 ticket on them to win the championship. So for me on the side there, it's down to Houston and Alabama. But great night of basketball. Don't have any college basketball bets right now. The lines are razor sharp, whereas yesterday I felt like there was some wiggle room. Today I don't really necessarily feel that way, so I might add something later on Twitter at Tyler Conium. But today, 2 bets. Let's get into it. Both puck line bets. And we're going to start with the New York Islanders at the Columbus Blue Jackets. The Islanders come into this 37-27-3. Columbus is 22-41-6. The Columbus Blue Jackets are thinking about Connor Bedard, and that's it. And the first overall draft pick, they have checked out, man. They're 13-20 at home. The Islanders are right now in a playoff spot, in a wild card spot, and they're looking to keep that pace going. They're 2 points ahead. They're 16-15 on the road. But lately, they've been winning some good hockey games, and they've been winning by decent margins. And we got this puck line bet for plus 130, which I really like. In their most recent victories, which they've had 3 in a row, New York Islanders have won by 5, 3, and 3. So they've won on the puck line in their last 3 games. Previous to that, their previous 3 wins, they won by 1, and then by 3, and by 4. So they're winning on the puck line more often than they're not, actually. They're 5-1 against the Eastern Conference in their last 6. The over has been 5-1 in their last 6, so lots of goals are being scored. And then you look at the Columbus Blue Jackets, and when they're losing badly. So in their most recent 3 losses, they lost by 5, 3, and 3. They're losing by a significant margin. Then they beat San Jose, and then previous to that, they lost by 3, by 1, by 3, and by 2. So they're losing by more than a goal, and on the flip side, the Islanders are winning by more than a goal. So I'm going to take the New York Islanders on the puck line for plus 130 at North Star Bets. And our other bet is another puck line bet. On this side, we're taking the flip side. We're getting the Arizona Coyotes here at Colorado plus 2.5. So for them not to lose by 3. Look, Arizona is bad, but they're not that bad. Yeah, they're a pretty crummy road team. They're 7-22-6 on the road, but this is a 20-11 home team. Yes, the game is being played in Colorado, but they're not that bad on this season. Not as bad as I think a lot of people had expected them to be. They're 42-30 ATS this season. Colorado, 36-34 ATS. So pretty even when you look at that, right? And when you look at Arizona's most recent losses, they've lost by 1, 1, then they won by 2, 1 by 1, 1 by 1, 1 by 1. They won 4 straight games. Previous to that, they lost by 1, and before that, they lost by 1. They are 6-4 in their last 10 hockey games, and all 4 losses were by 1 goal. This is by 3 they're expecting, right? Now you look at Colorado, they're coming off a 5-2 loss to Pittsburgh, and where they just didn't look like they cared all that much. They've got a playoff spot locked up, wondering if maybe they're just starting to not care all that much. But previous to that, they did win by 5 and won by 4, but then they won by 1, by 1, by 1, by 1, and by 3. So they're not winning by that big of a margin. And I just think the Coyotes, the under is 2-0 in their last 2 games. They're playing under games. They're actually 5-1 in their last 6 games, playing on 1 day's rest. Colorado's playing a ton of under games. Under's 5-1 in their last 6, 11-3-1 in their last 15 after scoring 2 or less goals in their previous game. I think this is going to be a more defensive matchup than people might think. I think Colorado is starting to lose a little bit of motivation. We saw that against Pittsburgh. And again, when you're catching plus 2.5 for Colorado to win this game by 3, when again, Arizona has not lost by more than 1 goal in their last 10 games. They've won 6 of them, and in the 4 they've lost has been by 1 goal. They can even lose by 2, and we don't care. We get Colorado or Arizona plus 2.5 for minus 115 at BetMGM. I do apologize for the shorter video today, but just those 2 bets. I've got the New York Islanders on the puck line for plus 130 at North Star Bets, and I've got the Arizona Coyotes plus 2.5 for minus 115 at BetMGM. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following. Follow me on Twitter at Tyler Connian for more picks and props throughout the day. Instagram and TikTok for just the picks portions, and audio versions are available on Apple Podcasts and on Spotify. Have a hell of a Friday, and let's talk sports.